parents, when was the moment you saw your child's spirit break? When my son Alex turned 11, his school's soccer coach pulled me aside and told me he was going to be team captain. He'd played since he was 5, and despite being small for his age, he'd trained relentlessly. When I told him the news, his face lit up brighter than our Christmas tree. For the next month, he woke up at 6 a.m. to practice drills. He saved his allowance to buy a special captain's armband. His little sister Penny drew him pictures of him holding a trophy. The night before his first game as captain, he couldn't sleep, too excited about leading the team. That morning, he proudly wore his uniform and new armband to school. But when I picked him up after the game, something was wrong. His eyes were red, and he clutched his backpack to his chest. The armband was gone. Turns out, right before the game, the coach announced Tommy would be captain instead. Tommy's dad had donated new uniforms to the team last week. Alex had to hand over his armband in front of everyone. He didn't cry at first. He played the whole game, running harder than I'd ever seen. But his teammates ignored his calls for passes. Tommy's dad cheered extra loud whenever his son touched the ball. After the game, I found Alex behind the bleachers, ripping up the pictures his sister drew. His hands were shaking. When I tried to hug him, he pushed me away. That night, he threw his soccer trophies in the trash. I emailed the coach demanding answers. He gave bland excuses about leadership qualities and what's best for the team. When I mentioned Tommy's dad's donation, he stopped responding. Alex quit soccer the next day. He started sitting alone at lunch. His grades dropped. The spark in his eyes dimmed. One morning, I found his old soccer ball deflated in the garage, stabbed with scissors. I tried everything to help him. I offered to find a new team, a new sport, anything. But he'd just shrug and go back to staring at his phone. The confident kid who used to demonstrate soccer moves in our living room became a ghost. Months passed. One Saturday, I was cleaning his room when I found his journal. The latest entry read, "I practiced so hard, I did everything right, but none of it mattered because Tommy's dad is rich. What's the point of trying?" That broke me. I drove to the school and demanded a meeting with the principal. I brought screenshots of the coach's emails, records of Alex's playing time before and after Tommy became captain, everything. The principal dismissed it as parent politics, until I mentioned involving the school board and local news. Suddenly the school cared. They launched an investigation. The coach resigned 2 weeks later. Tommy's dad stopped coming to games, but the damage was done. Alex still refused to play, even for fun in the backyard. One day, I overheard him telling Penny not to try out for the school play because they probably already picked someone else's kid. I withdrew him from that school immediately. At his new school, his science teacher noticed he was good with computers. She encouraged him to join the robotics club. At first, he resisted, convinced something would go wrong. But this teacher was different. She made sure every kid got equal chances. No special treatment, no matter who their parents were. Slowly, Alex started bringing home robot designs. He'd explain the mechanics to Penny, that spark creeping back into his voice. His first robotics competition, his hands trembled holding the controller. But when his robot won its first match, he jumped up cheering. The old Alex peeked through. Now he's 15, captain of the robotics team. His robot designs have won state competitions, but he's never touched a soccer ball again. Sometimes I catch him watching soccer games on TV late at night, but he quickly changes the channel if anyone walks in. Last week, his old teammate ran into us at the mall. He mentioned the soccer team fell apart after Alex left. They hadn't won a game all season. Tommy quit too. The new uniforms his dad bought were falling apart after one wash. Alex just nodded and walked away. In the car, he was quiet for a long time. Then he said, "I'm glad I found robotics, but I still dream about soccer sometimes."